Hello, my dear Pisces. This is your reading for this week of June 6th, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and of course it will not be for everybody. So the image that Spirit gave me when I first started asking them what we were going to offer you for this week was a funny image of you sitting in a boat, fishing. And you're fishing and you're pulling. It's almost like a cartoon image, where people would be fishing and then the fish comes up above the water and then just kind of springs into the boat. There's nothing messy going on for you with this. But as I'm looking at this more and more, what I'm seeing is there are lots of fish all around your boat. And what's starting off as almost fun and playful is starting to become almost frantic. And the strange thing is, it's almost as though the more fish are there, the more you feel like you need to rush and get more in the boat, as opposed to saying, well, if there's a lot of fish here now, chances are there'll be more later, and I don't have to rush so much to get so much into my boat. The thing is, what's happening is, as you're pulling them into your boat's loading up and your boat's getting heavier. And what it feels to me with this is that, Pisces, it's being suggested that perhaps you could slow down a little bit, because this quality, it's not even about greed. It's definitely wanting more, but it's almost a quality of, in the process of getting more, it's almost like it speeds up your desire to get, not even your, doesn't speed up your desire to get more. You can't do that. It doesn't increase your desire to get more. It just speeds up you trying to grab it so that it doesn't get away from you. And what they're saying is, can you just allow yourself to breathe a little bit and to realize that there is a wiser you that is also overseeing everything that's going on here? And that it's not suggested that you stop bringing things into your boat, but it is suggesting that what you do is you realize that there's a card that's come here, and I'm really looking at this in terms of, we want you to be able to continue this so you don't get to a point where your boat is so full that you throw your fishing rod overboard and you actually swim away from the boat. It's almost got that quality to it that this can become something that is a little bit more than you want to handle in your urgency to get more and to do more, just out of just wanting to express, explore, do, be, that there can be sometimes this tendency to do way more, or invest in more than what you're actually going to want to bring to fruition or sustain. Sometimes in your delightful enthusiasm for life, and you really do have a delightful enthusiasm for life, you can get a little bit carried away with overextending yourself. And in the process of overextending yourself, it can give you this sense of then just kind of wanting to throw in the towel. So what Spirit is saying is, no, stay aware of that energy of wanting to explore and wanting to do. Understand that this ability to pull things into your life and manifest and work from a place of balance, kindness, calm, neutrality. This is an aspect of your faith, of developing your faith. This whole way of dealing with gathering, creating, manifesting, it's all a part of your journey of self-awareness. So this is, for whatever reason, there is something here for the ones that I'm reading for that is feeling as though it's either out of balance or going out of balance, stemming from perhaps trying to gather too much. And what Spirit is saying is, it's time to surrender and let go and let the wise part of you dictate from your heart really what you need in any given moment, so that you don't overdo, because we don't want the boat to capsize. We don't want you to feel as though you've got to leave the boat that you've been building up in order to be able to survive and not get taken down by it. But this really is a moment for kindness, because kindness, when you're in your kind heart, it's a lot easier to understand what balance is, because when you're in your kind heart, you're in alignment with your higher self, and your higher self knows what's too much and what's not enough. And so from that place, when you're in that energy and you start going out of balance, you feel it a lot more distinctly. It's uncomfortable. And that's your cue to check in with what you're doing, what you need to let go of, whatever's going on. Okay? Pisces, this feels like it's actually really good, and a really nice next step in terms of faith, self awareness, and how you interact with abundance in your life on all levels, not just material wealth, but creativity, emotional support, all of that stuff. So I feel as though this is a really, really wonderful opportunity. Stay engaged with the process of understanding this stuff and breathe and lean into your higher conscious self. Okay? I leave you with that, Pisces. Much love.